They gon' throw salt on my name, make me whore till I'm finished. I'm telling you, being fly so much better than it. They selling you, that's I'm telling you, I'ma fly the coop out the roof, diamonds in the tube. I was grilling like I do, ain't talking barbecue. I summer shine, my summertime. Treat like a baker, split up and bust down. Then I put in rotation just to, cause I'm trying to catch a win before I'm in the wind. I dropped the top to get some air through my hair, then I popped the thing. You was thinking about a swim, talking beans. Hold up, and angels when they, you stuck on your stoop. I flew the cool before I grew up. I took off and shook off them hate before you showed up. I whipped up and clicked up my multi, that's why we hold up. Came down and roll up, leaning and slowed up. I'm really rush so nuts, so what you waiting on this glow for? It's like some water you can soak up, or build a boat on the low for. Should it float up? The knee is transporter. Everybody want the roof, I'ma fly the coop. Had a there, it was cool, I'ma fly the coop. Ain't no word on the loop, I'ma fly the coop. First class fell through, I'ma fly the coop. Cause being fly so much better than it. They selling you, that's I'm telling you, being fly so much better than it. They selling you, that's I'm telling you, I'ma fly the coop. They fly up the wheel. Ice cold piece of chain, give you cheese. Tough look, that's your loss. I buy no matter what it costs. No matter where I be, I'm lost. There's no such thing as too much sauce. I got ends in the south, I got money in the safe. I don't bother with crumbs when it's bread on my plate. I don't share, I got bells of bass in the trunk of the coupe. 215s, I need room. When it knocks, I let boom. Burn it down, smell the fume. What you mean she ain't Jews? Been a since the womb. Oh look, I'm trying to break the mold and catch a meal ticket. And make these non-believers have to deal with it. Never tripping on these lanes, we don't see the same. I leave them all behind when I'm in the lane. Super fly, change the game, dawg. Clear the lane, dawg. Private plane, dawg. Two gold Ranger wings, dawg. Out of rain, dawg. Let it bang, dawg. Super fly, change the game, dawg. Clear the lane, dawg. Private plane, dawg. Two gold Ranger wings, dawg. Out of rain, dawg.
Forever is a long time for the night. When it's dark outside, you're always the light. This heart of mine was once cold as ice. Oh, the more I try, the more I open my mind for you to find the demons hiding deep inside. I owe fines, the devil say I owe him for life. But I can feel it, I got God on my side. Remember when he sent you to me that night, like a cop on a high. Cupid is the judge, so I must testify. I won't move a budge, I'll stand by you for life. All my life. When you die is when I die. I sometimes wonder why we argue and fight and quickly make things right. Probably cause we gotta grow more over time. Wouldn't be real love without rough nights. Can't feel these, but I feel your eyes when you look at mine. Things feel alright.
baseball fans, and welcome. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the New York Mets and the San Diego Padres. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. And today is draft day, Singy. An exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams.
Boog, what's changed in baseball is that draft picks are going to get to the big leagues a lot sooner. They're going to be tracked every step of the way, and they're going to be expected to have an impact. So for teams, they have to get it right because there's nowhere to hide in terms of what did you do with the information, who did you select, and how have you brought them through your system.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the mound for San Diego in this one, Luis Garcia. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
They say you win. And today is draft day, singing an exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams. It's also changed a lot in terms of the immediacy of finding out. I mean, what was it? Carrier pigeon was how you found out about being drafted back when you were selected, right?
Well, fans today may not realize because we have, such exposure on the internet and network sports and everything else. You find out right away. But when I was drafted back in 1993, I maybe found out, later in the day. I was drafted in the morning that I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants. So regardless, I think the feeling is the same. No matter whether you find out right away or you find out a day later, you're just so excited to have been drafted by a professional baseball team and have the opportunity to pursue your dream.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, the bright side is that will help the on-base percentage a little bit, and that's a category no batter can ignore these days. OBP, OPS, well, maybe that'll ease the pain just a little bit.
Line drive. Dives. What a play. Runner tags up for third, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. One away.
Really nice job of tracking that one down. I noticed some initial hesitation, ball off the bat. Didn't look like he got a great read, but he made up for it by closing on it quickly, laid out, and hauled it in.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Pete Alonso. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Now he steps off. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Brandon Nimmo swings through it for strike 1. Escobar on third. Guillorme at first. 2 out of the inning. That one fouled off. Got him. Huge strikeout there. 2 left on. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score.
Just bounce it. Everybody when it come, I'm announcing it. I'm always gon' get it, I'm always gon' get it. Even if you sit back denouncing it, but I come hang out with it.
Back here at the ballpark, getting the nod in this one, Justin Verlander. And as usual with him, Singy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so expect to see more of the same in this one.
Ha-Sung Kim stands in now and watches strike 1. And he takes a strike.
Yeah, when you get to the big leagues, you think about, filling up the back of your bubblegum card. This guy needs a couple of them to put all the accomplishments that he's had in his career.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Whips it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. And let's take a look at the lineup. Singy, the numbers tell us this is an offense designed to swing it. They're not going to force a ton of action on the bases. And so obviously that is one of the focal points that we'll look at.
And you look at the quality of the at-bats because of the fact that the legs.
Oh, nice stop on a slide. Gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Lined, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So 2 down. Manny Machado, the next up for the Padres. Swings through that one. 0-1. Chris, whether it's superstition or things guys do just to get themselves mentally focused, Manny Machado has a routine. He'll right the initial. Bogaerts on the go. In the air out towards right center. Nimmo brings it in for the 3rd out. Padres leave 1. We played an inning. No score. Welcome back. Top of the 2nd. So now here's the Mets DH. Brett Beatty. Garcia back to work. 0-1 there. Good eye right there. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
Here's Mark Canha. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Ball 1, no strikes. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
This to 3rd. Not in time. He's safe. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of Francisco Lindor in the box now. No balls and a strike. Check swing. Went around. And it's 0-2. Righty delivers.
Ball 1. 1-2.
Struck him out looking. Omar Narvaez at the plate. First offering misses the mark. Canha, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one the other way. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Mets strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And welcome back. Leading off, Matt Carpenter.
The designated hitter, Matt Carpenter.
And here it comes. And first offering is fouled off. And it's fouled away. The wind of the pitch. Got it by him for the K.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And now Nick Martinez hit weakly on the ground. The underhand flip out on the underhand toss.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Next pitch is popped up. Alonso moving under this one, and that'll do it. Padres down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in San Diego, all set for the start of the inning. Eduardo Escobar, El Caballo up to hit. Garcia back to work. In the air, left field. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away.
The third baseman, number 13, Luis.
Here's Luis Guillorme. He was plunked in his first trip to the plate. There's a strike. Guillorme measures 5 feet 10 inches, 190 pounds, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2013.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it. He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit, and that extends the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. A couple of quick nuggets on Pete Alonso. He graduated from the same high school as Wade Boggs, Plant High School in the Tampa area. And Alonso also played at the University of Florida. He was teammates there with Harrison Bader. Ground ball, left side. Can't glove it cleanly.
No, the throw was right there. He just dropped it. Didn't look it into the pocket. Maybe had a little late movement on it and hit the heel of the glove and just clanked. One of those errors where you kind of can't believe it when you do it.
So first and second with 2 outs. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets.
Ball 1.
And there's a ball.
1 ball, no strike.
Called strike right there. Top of the third, no score. That misses. And a count 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. You're a little...
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. So they strand a pair. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Back here at the ballpark, and here's the veteran outfielder, Josh Hader. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. And that's a strike. Hader, a former All-Star, in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. On a line, base hit.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Runner on the go. And first offering is fouled off. Hader gets his lead at first with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. That's in for a strike. Throw from Narvaez. Ow!
You know, sometimes a throw that bounces into second base can be just as good as a perfect throw in the air. It's almost a little bit easier to handle at second base. For me, that caught stealing right there was all about a really poor jump off first. Just didn't time it well, and he was toast after that.
And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
The batter, number 7, second baseman,
Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. That one is absolutely belted. Hits the fence. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So, man aboard, Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. That one ripped left field. Canna going back some more, and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. His 9th homer of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you've got to love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Chris, Xander Bogaerts has turned into one of the best hitting shortstops in all of baseball. He's made the All-Star team 4 times, 5 times a Silver Slugger, and Bogey's won a couple of World Series too. Line drive, base hit.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
He's on the verge of a milestone. His next home run will be the 300th of his career. And a base hit. The throw to third. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. 1 run across. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. Machado caught in a rundown now. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. New inning getting started. And now Brett Beatty. The pitch. Line drive, caught.
Now back, the left fielder, Mark Canha.
So up next for New York, Mark Canha. That one's in there, 0-1.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And he deals. And down on strikes he goes. 2 gone now.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. That's in for a strike. Singy, where are you on F1 racing? Are you a fan?
Haven't gotten there yet, but I will at some point.
Francisco Lindor, a big fan of F1 racing. His favorite driver is Lewis Hamilton. They say you win.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2. And the righty deals. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Kicks and deals. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Luis Garcia gives way, and as he heads off, we'll step aside. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Nabil Prismac. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. Narvaez batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. And now the count is even. Lindor off of first with 2 away. That one misses, and it's 2-1. Kim safe at second. Back to the top of the Mets order. Eduardo Escobar now at the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
In the dirt. To second, and he's safe. So on the wild pitch, 2 guys advance. Good eye right there.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Cronenworth. He'll do it himself. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They trail in this one 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here is Nick Martinez. And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock. Nick Martinez with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
The batter, the left fielder, Josh Hader.
So digging in, Josh Hader. And he's already singled in this game. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So gotta be real.
Runner on the go. That one to first. It's in and out of his glove. Flips it behind his back. Throw to first. Gets him. Good job to stay with it there for the second out. Next for the Padres, Trent Grisham.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Line drive, base hit, fair ball down the third baseline. And that rolls into the corner. The run comes in from second, and it's 4-0. And that's a double.
Well, it was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
So the batting order turns over. Now here is Ha-Sung Kim. 1 for 2. There's a strike. The pitch. Runner takes off for third. Rips that one to right. And that'll do it. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Padres 4 and the Mets nothing. Back here at Petco Park. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Luis Guillorme. Here comes the pitch. Way high.
Well, these Mets looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
In the dirt, now 2-0.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Tosses across the first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Batter number 1, second baseman,
Jeff McNeil stands in. And a pitch. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now 1 and 2. Way inside, gets out of the way. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Not a very good curveball right there, but sometimes those high breaking balls kind of surprise you as a hitter, and when they stay high, have just a little more velo on them to get by you. And that 2-strike count, I thought it was a pretty good pitch to hit. I think he got a little too excited and tried to do too much.
Alonso in the box again, takes a strike. Next pitch in the dirt, and a count even 1-1. And he chases a high fastball there.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something.
Got him looking for the K. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. Nothing doing for the Mets. They trail it here 4-0. Welcome back. Down the number 2 hitter, Jake Cronenworth.
the first baseman.
The wind of the pitch. Foul ball there. Jake Cronenworth, the Michigan kid, he played at the University of Michigan. Rays took him in the 15 draft in the 7th round. Grew up playing a lot of hockey. Eventually made his big league debut with the Padres. Chris, he's been an all-star twice. Oh, 0-2 now. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And here is Xander Bogaerts.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat. Opposite field knock.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Strike two.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
That's to third. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
There's a swing and a drive. Caught just shy of the wall. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they lead it 4-0. And welcome back. Top 6. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And the pitch. Nimmo, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2011. Next offering in the dirt, and the count is 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
3-0 down. There's a strike.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
And now a full count.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
3-2. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Why to kick the pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And now the DH, Brett Beatty. His righty-lefty splits there. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Kim over to second, relay to first, double play. Two outs, base is empty. And here is Mark Canha. Swings and misses. And that is strike 1. And ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Bounce to the left side, and it goes just foul. Swings and misses, struck him out. New pitcher on here, Tyler McGill, on for the 30th time this year.
Tyler McGill.
Now it's Matt Carpenter.
Showed a really nice opposite field approach in his last at bat.
Carpenter.
The pitch. On the ground to third. Over to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
The right fielder, number 21.
Nick Martinez, the next up for the Padres.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Action in the pen down there. John Curtis appears to be getting loose. Swings and sends a rocket to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2. And now it's Austin Nola. McGill, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018. And a base hit into right center field.
Up next, the left field.
2 outs, runner at first. Josh Hader, the next up for the Padres. And first offering is fouled off. At the belt and fires. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Nola round second on his way to third. They add on as the run scores all the way from first. It's 5-0.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Trent Grisham, the next up for the Padres.
Time.
Going 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. He circles the bases. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 7-0.
Swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
The Mets with a new arm on the mound, John Curtis.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these guys better be ready to swing the bats.
Now Ha-Sung Kim, base knock right field.
Waste no time there. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
And now it's going to be Jake Cronenworth. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 2 across on this San Diego homer. It's now 7-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the 7th. Here's Francisco Lindor. Krismat back to work.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
That one misses, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late. The 1-1 is fouled off. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Fly ball down the line. Martinez should have this one. Hauls it in for the out.
The catcher, number 2.
Omar Narvaez up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. The pitch.
1-2.
On the ground to short. Bogarts handles the chance. 2 up, 2 down.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Eduardo Escobar.
Escobar digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground to the left. Oh, great stop. Over to first. On target. He got him. Nice play.
Well, that's cat-like reflexes over there at the hot corner. Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
Back here in San Diego, bottom of the 7th. So digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogarts. And the right-hander back to work. Liner, and that should be extra bases. But now he holds it first with a leadoff single. Little surprising he didn't try for 2.
All over that one right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Man at first. Here's Manny Machado now. 1 for 3. And that's in for a strike.
You know, these Padres, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Bogarts on the go. Hard ground ball, base knock. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
So they're at the corners now. Now it's the DH, Matt Carpenter. Swings through that one. 0-1. Bogarts, the runner at third. Machado on at first with nobody out. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Fouled off. He was late. And the right-hander deals. Out at the plate. He's out trying to steal home.
Wow, things got pretty exciting right there. I'm not sure if that was a straight steal at home or if the batter missed a sign for a squeeze or something, but man, that turns out pretty ugly. You're just 90 feet away from putting another run on the board. So those outs on the bases can hurt, but man, they really hurt when you're that close to another run.
That's hard hit on the line. Nimmo puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 8th inning coming up. It's the Padres 7 and the Mets nothing. We go to the 8th, and stepping in for New York, Luis Guillorme. The pitch. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. No balls, two strikes.
Definitely not going to make his highlight tape.
Right back to him on the mound. Tosses to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Second baseman, Jeff.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
And that one fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. And that's too high. And now 2-2. Ripped to third and caught. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. First offering, and it just misses. And another ball. 2-0 to count. Here it comes. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Now one missed.
One strike.
And the pitch is in for a strike. And a full count now. 2 outs. And there's ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets.
Brandon Nimmo.
That's off the mark. Ball 1.
1-0.
Out to short. On to Kim. Out number 3. Mets leave 1. They continue to trail 7-0. Back here at Petco Park, bottom of the inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit, Austin Nola. The right-hander back to work. Now a screamer into the outfield. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. Nola into second, and he's got a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
So, man aboard, stepping in for San Diego, Josh Hader. Next pitch is popped up. Guillorme hauls it in, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 1.
Next for the Padres, Trent Grisham. He's already homered in this game. That's in there. Strike one. Runner takes off. Cut on and miss.
0-2.
Throw from Narvaez. Ow!
Especially when you're trying to swipe third base, you have to get a decent jump off the pitcher. That wasn't it right there. And even though the throw skips in, they still slap the tag on him in time. Not a great attempt right there.
Righty to the plate. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 0-2. Got him swinging. And welcome back. We go to the ninth, and now the Mets DH, Brett Beatty. Krismat back to work. And that one a little bit high. Out into left center for a line drive base hit.
Now
Mark Canha getting ready to hit. And that's outside.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
In for a strike, and the count 1-1. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. The throw to second is offline.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. It can be an easy trap to fall into.
And now it's even up.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Full count.
That misses, and it's a full count. Runner at second, nobody out. On the ground right side.
Well, I can understand the defense right there trying to cut off that lead runner in third, but a good jump and an excellent finish for the base runner to get in there safely.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Squirts away a little bit. Runners hold. Count moves to 2-0. Runners on the corners, no outs. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. And out of here. Francisco Lindor sends it out. His 17th of the year. And they get a few back. It's 7-3. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Change up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
And the batter now, Omar Narvaez. And first offering is fouled off.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
That one's in there, and that is strike two. Looked like it was a little bit up.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Next offering is fouled back. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One down.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's in the dirt. Still only one out here in the inning. Not even close there. And now 3 balls and a strike. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Kicks and fires. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Righty delivers. And he walked him.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
The batter.
He's 2 outs away. And next for the Mets, Luis Guillorme. First pitch just misses.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
And the 1-0. Fought off foul. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Into center and a base hit. Escobar around second. Grisham to third. He's in there.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Left-hand batter waits.
1-1.
That one down the line. Just ahead of the throw, he scores. It's 7-4. First and second, 1 out. Pete Alonso will hit next. And that's in there for strike one.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Next offering misses. 1-1.
Well, just very efficient out there on the mound. I mean, just a great outing. He's just now getting to 100 pitches.
Guillorme over at second. McNeil at first. One gone. Falling behind 2-1.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and
over to second for one. Double play cuts the rally short, and that ends the ball game.
Way to make a pitch right there. Get that ball on the ground. Defense picking them up. Huge double play to end this ball game.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.